BingX, a trusted global crypto exchange. Trade spot, futures, or copy top traders easily. Sign up via the link or referral code to get 30 USDT instantly, plus up to 1,500 USDT in bonuses for verification, deposit, and trading.
The United States has conducted another strike against a vessel alleged to be involved in drug trafficking in the Caribbean, resulting in the deaths of 3 individuals. This operation, confirmed by Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, escalates the death toll associated with the Trump administration's controversial campaign in Latin America to a grim total of at least 70. These strikes, initiated in early September, target vessels operating in both the Caribbean and the Eastern Pacific, while the U.S. claims these actions are aimed at disrupting drug smuggling operations. Some experts have voiced concerns, suggesting these actions could constitute extrajudicial killings, even when directed at known traffickers. Thus far, U.S. forces have destroyed at least 18 vessels, including 17 boats and 1 semi-submersible. However, Washington has yet to present definitive evidence linking these targeted vessels to narcotics, smuggling, or any direct threat to the United States, fueling ongoing debate and scrutiny surrounding the campaign's objectives and methods. The presence of U.S. military assets off the Venezuelan coast has also drawn parallels to past U.S. military interventions, such as the 1989 invasion of Panama, raising further questions about regional stability and U.S. foreign policy. Defense Secretary Hegseth shared footage of the most recent strike on the social media platform X, stating that the operation took place in international waters, consistent with previous strikes, and targeted a vessel operated by a designated terrorist organization. He also assured the public that no U.S. service members were harmed during the operation, in a stark warning directed at those involved in illicit drug trade. Hegseth declared, "To all narco-terrorists who threaten our homeland, if you want to stay alive, stop trafficking drugs. If you keep trafficking deadly drugs, we will kill you." Notably, as with some previously released footage by the U.S. government, a portion of the targeted boat in the latest video has been obscured for reasons not explicitly stated, adding another layer of opacity to the operation. The Trump administration has significantly augmented its military presence across Latin America, framing this buildup as a concerted effort to eradicate drug trafficking. This has involved deploying 6 Navy ships to the Caribbean, dispatching F-35 stealth fighter jets to Puerto Rico, and ordering the USS Gerald R. Ford carrier strike group to the region. Adding to the complexity of the situation, a resolution in the U.S. Senate on Thursday failed to block a Democratic measure that would have required President Trump to seek congressional approval for strikes in Venezuela. This outcome leaves the president with broad authority to expand his military campaign against the country without immediate legislative oversight. Furthermore, sources familiar with the matter indicate that the administration has explored various military action options in Venezuela, and White House aides have reportedly sought guidance from the Justice Department to establish a legal framework for targeting entities beyond vessels. In stark contrast to the U.S. administration's stance, governments and families of those killed in these strikes on alleged drug boats assert that many of the victims were civilians, predominantly fishermen. Venezuelan President Nicolas Maduro has consistently accused President Trump of attempting to orchestrate his removal from power. U.S. bombers have also conducted visible displays of military power near Venezuela, flying over the Caribbean Sea off the country's coast on multiple occasions since mid-October. President Maduro, who himself faces drug trafficking charges in the United States, maintains that his country is not involved in drug cultivation but serves as an unwilling transit route for Colombian cocaine. The Trump administration, in a notification to Congress, has characterized its actions as part of an armed conflict with Latin American drug cartels, designating them as terrorist groups to justify the ongoing strikes, a move that further intensifies the geopolitical tensions and humanitarian concerns surrounding this escalating campaign. The persistent allegations and the growing death toll underscore the profound and often tragic complexities of the U.S. war on drugs in the region, leaving many to question the